Hey young guys, it's Chris here from Southern Workout. Today we're just going to be running over the Force USA Leg Press Hack Squat Pro. So this one here at the moment is set up for your leg press. So your plate here is a lot wider than your original leg press. So it's just a lot better for someone that's like me, that's quite tall. Getting in and out of these ones, so be nice and careful jumping in through here. At the bottom here we have a stop, just as a safety, so depending on your range of motion, have it nice and high. If you're struggling, you can have it nice and low if you're not. So when you're jumping up here, foot placement, wherever's comfortable for you, that's the main thing. When you're jumping off, pressing up to take the weight. These ones here, unracking. Then we're going down through the range of motion here with the rep. When you're pressing up, there's 3 different lock points, just depending on your height of your legs. I'm nice and tall, so I'll go a little bit higher up. Jumping up, make sure you're grabbing up here. So the next part on this one is your hack squat. So you have your adjustment pin up here where you can unlock and you can press the plate all the way nice and flat there. This one here is the padded seat. Comes out pretty easily there. Jumping up through this part here. Nice and locked in. And then when we're jumping through on this one here, we can go straight up and down. This is quite high at the moment. We're pressing straight up, getting our feet nice and sorted. This is pretty much set up for what I enjoy. Pressing all the way through down, pressing up and down. Another thing to mention, guys, is with the storage on the sides, plus we've got a dual loading for the plates. That way you can add extra weight. You've got 2 behind me here, and then 2 on the sides. Just a thing to remember is the weighted carriage itself is 40 kilos. And a good thing to remember also as well, with the weight capacity on this, go up to 450. So it's a fair bit of weight. Most people aren't going to be getting up to that, but it's a nice solid weight. Another thing to mention with this one as well is we've got our pegs, and easy to just grab a resistance band from us. Different tensions, going to make it easier and harder. With the bottom one here, when we're looping it around and going through this, when you're doing the motion, on the top end, it's going to be a lot harder. So if you want nice resistance, extra resistance at the top, you're going to be using the band at the bottom. If you're wanting it to be a little bit easier at the bottom, which I would prefer, is we'll be wrapping it around this one here. That way, when you're at the bottom of the rep, it's just going to assist you right at the bottom there. It's just going to be a lot nicer. So there are a couple extra things to remember when you're going with the pro leg press. If this one here was too steep or too low for you, has a nice adjusting point here, which we can change the angle of that plate, just depending on your preference. Lastly on this one as well, we have the capability of doing a calf raise, which we have our block here simply. We have a couple different positions on the pro here. Go a little bit higher up. You can go a little bit lower. I prefer a little bit higher up personally. Same thing is your hack squat here. Getting up through this position here. Pressing off. Gripping this one. Going through your ranges of motion here, all the way to the bottom. Pressing all the way up. Same thing, making sure you're nice and slow on the way down. Locking it in. And that's pretty much it for the pro leg press. Has multiple different actions. Main thing on this one is the plates are a lot wider, so for someone like myself that's quite big, it's going to be a lot more beneficial than the original one. Piddle, cheers guys.